What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Shelly back with another video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And on my channel I discuss a lot of business topics, money management topics, lifestyle, and also how to become a millionaire. If you're interested in those topics, definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel and also put on that post notification bell so you'll be alerted when I upload all new content. Also make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms at ShellyBarber77. Let's go ahead and get into the video for today. So as you guys can tell from the title, I will be giving you all the necessary steps in order to create your LLC in New York State. Now, a lot of these steps can be replicated in your state, but definitely make sure you check in with your county clerk to make sure that all these steps do apply to your state as well. So let's go ahead and get started with all the steps. So step number one, you guys, I will highly suggest do not pay anyone to create your LLC or your EIN number. Your LLC does cost $200 and your EIN number is free. But I do see a lot of different companies out here advertising that they can help you with getting that established, and to be honest with you guys, the price that they're charging people to get this stuff started is not worth it. So definitely make sure you save your money and go ahead and watch this video, and I will tell you exactly all the steps you'll need to get your stuff all established. Then we have step number two. So step number two will include you actually learning about your industry, you guys. Before I actually got started with my first business, I was in my industry for 6 years, so I know my industry like the back of my hand. So it's really good to actually take some time to really learn about your industry. You can learn about your industry either through experience like how I did, or you can get a mentorship, or you can learn about it on YouTube, Google. It's so many different platforms out here, even podcasts that can help you with understanding a little bit more about your industry and all the different trends that's going on as well. So definitely make sure you do that. Then we have step number three. So step number three will include you creating a business plan for yourself. Now this piece is super critical, you guys. Creating a business plan is the fundamental steps for your business. That tells people a little bit more about your business. So it'll tell them about your mission, your vision, your goals, the money that you'll need for your business. Also, what do you project your business to be worth after a while? Like what resources that you currently have as well. So that's super important, especially for new business owners that's seeking lending as well. So definitely make sure you have yourself a business plan created. I will be linking down in the description box a free template that you can be able to start using as well to get yourself started. So after you create yourself a business plan, that's when you want to do step number four, which is figuring out what you're going to call your business. Now this is also super important, you guys. Do not make the same mistake that I did, which is basically name my business after my name. Like, I don't know why I did that, but you always want to keep your business and your personal stuff separate. That's the whole purpose of having a business, is to keep everything separate. So definitely make sure you figure out what you want to call your name. Make sure it rings bells. Make sure it's a name that you feel will be good for the life of the business. You don't want to name it something and then like, oh, I don't really like the name anymore. So definitely make sure you figure that out before you actually start anything else. So after you figure out what you're going to call your business, step number five will include you actually looking that up in the database. So they do have an LLC database for your state, so you have to go on your state's website in order to look it up on there. And then they also have the database on Google as well, which is a worldwide database where you can see all different LLCs from every single state, just to make sure no one else has that name in case you want to ever trademark it later on down the line. So definitely do that. And also during this process as well, consult with family and friends when it comes to your business names as well, because they can be very helpful in figuring out what will be a good name for your business as well. So we have step number six. So step number six will include you actually getting your social media handles and also your domain as well. So even though a lot of business owners don't want to put themselves on social media yet, it's still good to get those social media handles, because like I said, just in case you do want to be on social media, you already have that established, and then you can be able to start creating your content around on that business page. And then as far as your domain, you guys, I did end up getting my domain from namecheap.com, and my domain is a .com, which is really good, so always go for a .com or a .org. And for mine, I think it was about $9 for the full year. And they also have on their website where you can buy an email address as well, but that is cost a little bit of money. So like I said, for all new business owners, try to save your money as much as possible and try to go with a free server that offers an email address for you. Step number 7, which is actually creating yourself a business email and also a business phone number. The reason why you want to do this, like I said, keep everything separate as possible. And it's super professional to have a business email compared to giving them your personal email, which is really nice too. So as far as my business email, I went through Google and created that. And then as far as my cell phone service, I just added a line to my already current existing plan, but I just went for a cheaper plan because I was only going to use that phone just for business purposes only. So I got an unlimited talk, text, and 1 gig of data, which was $15. Or you can go the cheaper route by getting yourself a WhatsApp app number, or you can go ahead and get a Google number as well. For me personally, you guys, it's best to just get a whole separate line if you can't afford it, but if you can't, then go ahead and go with one of those free services. So after you get your business email and also your business phone number set up, that's when you want to actually start to do the necessary steps to actually get your articles of organization established. So that's when you want to go to your state website and create your articles of organization. Now I will be doing a part 2 to this video so I can be able to show you guys exactly what those steps look like, so you guys can make sure that you're filling that out properly. Now me personally, you guys, I didn't have anyone to show me exactly how to fill the articles of organization out, but like I said, it's pretty much common sense, but sometimes, you know, common sense is not for everybody, so I will be doing a walkthrough on how to complete that. And then you also have step number 9, which is basically creating your EIN number. Now that also will be provided in the second video as well, so I can walk you guys through all the necessary steps for that. And then we have step number 10. So step number 10, you guys, will include you creating yourself a logo and also a slogan. Now the reason why you want to create your logo and your slogan is because it shows people exactly what your business is about. It shows them what you represent and all of that extra stuff. So for me personally, you guys, I did go on to Fiverr and have someone create my logo for me. I think my logo was about $30, and I will be linking my seller's contact information down in the description box below, so you guys can also reach out to him to create a logo for you. Now as far as my slogan, you guys, I just basically typed into Google slogan generator, and then with the slogan generator, it'll have you put in description words about your business, and then it'll create all these different slogans for you, and you can just pick and choose which one will best fit your company. And then you can send that information over to your seller that is creating your logo, so they can be able to put it right underneath your logo, which is really nice as well. So after you create yourself your logo and your slogan, that's when you want to do step number 11. So that is putting your business information on Google and also on a Facebook page. Now putting your information on Google is super important, especially if you are doing like sales or marketing, because when people are typing in key terms into Google, that will help people be able to find your business. What's going to allow you to have a lot of traffic come to your business site as well. And then after you do step number 11, that's when you want to do step number 12. So step number 12 will include you creating yourself a business checking and also a business savings account. Now I do want to put out there that a lot of lenders, especially if you're seeking funding, they do not give money to businesses that don't have one of these things established. And the reason why is because they want to make sure that the money is actually going towards your business. With creating a business checking and savings account, you will need your articles of organization, you will need that EIN number, and you will also need your driver's license as well. And some banks do require you to have a deposit. So my deposit for my checking and savings account was, I think, about $5 or so. But like I said, you want to check in with that bank before you go, so you'll know exactly how much you'll need to create that account. So after you create your business checking and savings account, that's when you want to do step number 13. So step number 13 will include you, this is a New York State step. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is required for other states, but we do have to publish our LLC through a weekly and also a daily newspaper. The weekly newspaper was about $100 where I'm at, which is currently upstate New York, and then the daily newspaper I believe was $135 or so. And what's going to end up happening is that they're going to send you this template that you have to fill out with all your business information. And with running it through the newspaper, basically it's like kind of like going to a wedding and saying, does anyone object to this business being open? So if no one objects, then you will receive what's called an affidavit from both of those companies, from the daily and the weekly newspaper. And then what's going to end up happening is that you will need to fill out a form called a certification of publication. So basically what this form is explaining to New York State that you completed the requirements of putting it through the newspaper, and you will also have to give them $50 to process that paperwork. You will have to send it over to them so they can be able to process everything. Now, I do want to put something out there, you guys, because I experienced this last year. So with my first business license, I didn't give them extra money for processing. So you can either get your LLC processed within 24 hours, I believe up to even 12 hours too, I believe. They also have 48 hours or same day or something like that. I didn't choose that because I was trying to be cheap. You know, I was like, oh, my business license should be coming back within a couple weeks. It took a whole year. So with my second business license, I actually ended up processing it. I had chose the option of same day, and I believe it was like $75 or something like that. I will be linking the form here and also down in the description box as well, so you guys can be able to see that form. But if I were you, spend a little bit extra money to get your license a little bit faster if possible. But if not, then go ahead and just wait for the business license to be processed. Now, if there is any issues with the certification of publication or anything like that, New York State will send you a letter. So I did have issues with my first one, which basically I had made a mistake and put the wrong date for my articles of organization. So I had to send back all the information and put the correct date on the form for them to process everything. But once that was processed, then I had step number 15, which is basically getting my e-receipt. So New York State only give us one e-receipt for your business license, and basically with that, like, you don't get any more. So it's best to make as many copies as possible, or even have it like uploaded to like a drive as well, which is really nice, so you can be able to just print it off whenever you can. But basically those are all the necessary steps to get your business license up and running in New York State. Now, with certain industries, they do require you to have more licenses or more permits. Like I said, for my business purposes, I didn't have to do all that. So if you are looking for more information about that, definitely make sure you reach out to your state, and they will provide you with the necessary guidance to get that up and running. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it was super helpful to all my new business owners out there, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my second video that I'll be uploading very soon. Thank you very much for watching, y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.